Good evening, good evening, good evening, everybody. Welcome along to Business Owners Smash It Online. It must be Tuesday. If I'm standing here, it must be Tuesday night, my favorite time of the week, because this is the time that I get my personal education fix by having some incredible experts on to share with us tonight. So good to be able to share that with everybody else that's turned up tonight as well. For those that don't know me, my name is Nick Cree. I'm your host tonight, and this is Business Owners Smashing It Online. So this webinar series runs every Tuesday evening, and it's for business owners, entrepreneurs, people that have got an entrepreneurial seizure or fit and think this is a great time to get into business, because of course it is. And more than that, what are some of the online tools, apps, strategies that you can employ and implement in your business to make it easier? More importantly, to save a whole lot of time, because if you can save a whole lot of time, then that gives you the opportunity either to use that time to make more money or to go and enjoy yourself with doing what our business is supposed to do, and that's to provide us with a lifestyle rather than the business of consuming our entire life. All right, so before we do get started, let's have a look and find out who is in the room. So feel free to introduce yourself. You don't have to, but introduce yourself. What's your business? And what is it that you want to get out of tonight? What drew you along tonight? So your name, your business, what is it you want to get out of tonight? So who's going to kick us off tonight? Hey, Annie, how are you?
Good, thanks. Hi, everyone. My name's Annie. My business is the Cosmic Heart Intuitive, and I'm an animal medium and animal communicator. So I help animal parents to better understand their animals, particularly with health or behaviour issues, and help bereaved animal parents coping with their grief through connecting with their animal in spirit and answering some of their unanswered questions. I want to drive more people to my website and get more leads. So I want to maximise how I'm positioned as an animal communicator against my competitors.
Awesome, excellent. Oh, well, you're in for a treat tonight, because that'll definitely be part of what Mark and Will are going to be talking about. I don't know whether it is Will and Mark. I hope so. Excellent. All right, well, good to see you, Annie. Who else have we got here in the room? Feel free to unmute. So show us your screen as well if you're decent.
All right.
If not,
sorry, that's okay. I was just reading the comments in the chat from Naomi and Jeff.
okay.
A few connectivity issues. All right. Hey guys. For those I haven't met, I know Margaret, and obviously I know Nick. My name's Kelby. I'm basically an old style management consultant, kind of, not really. And I work with a company called, at the moment, among other things, I work with a company called Business Station, and we deliver the federal government's digital solutions package. So I provide a lot of digital advice around systems and processes, and basically to make people's businesses better, to make you more sustainable, help you make more money, take some of the pressure off, and automate a few things. And we also have a whole suite of people who deal with a lot of social media advertising and marketing and more tech stuff than I'm competent with. I know enough to be dangerous, so I hand everybody over to them. And on my own side, I'm very much a systems guy, CRMs, accounting software, cash flow management, sales strategies, the really boring stuff that actually makes you money, the sexy TikTok dances and all that Instagram stuff. Hell no, mate, I'm not 15. I don't do that stuff. I do the really boring things.
Awesome, excellent. Oh, good to have you along, Kelby. And I know that you've got some real skill and expertise in those boring areas, which definitely things I need to skill up a whole lot more in as well too. All right, who else we got along here tonight? Name, serial number, name, business, and what do you hope to get out of tonight? I can see Ron looking around for the unmute button.
I wasn't actually. I'm busy trying to build my new website.
Multitasking, love it.
Yeah, I am. I've relented and decided to go to WordPress and
good man. Enjoy the journey.
I'm a day and a half into the journey, and I'm thinking, like, why did I do this?
Well, it's good you haven't given up yet, so that's a great sign.
It is, isn't it? Yeah. So yeah, hi. Yeah, my name's Ron Beswick, and with my wife Ali, we've created the Get Unstuck and Become Unstoppable system, and we're focused on helping over 50s who feel they're stuck at a midlife crossroads, and help them take back control of their life and uncover that their best years are yet to come. So yeah, we're just getting ready for a big push on that over the break and into the new year. I think there's a lot of people that are thinking they might want to consider doing something a little different than what they've been doing.
Absolutely. And good to have you here, particularly as I'm now 1 year older than when I saw you last, Ron. So I had my birthday on the weekend. So, you know, I'm just encouraged by the fact that now being 56, I've got some great years ahead of me.
You have, I'm sure.
Excellent. All right, now who else we got here? We got Jeff from downtown Manila. Looking forward to another great session tonight, cooking dinner. So yes, some of us are on here with the video off and cooking dinner. And what about is it Naomi with all the birds in the background? Awesome. I can see some of those birds in the background. I've got one as well too that we've got to relegate down to the other end of the house, because he insists on talking whenever I unmute the microphone. So all looking good there, Naomi. Great to have you here. You've got a law practice located in Brisbane and have an automated document generation system on your website. You'd like to showcasing, oh, I'm really interested in that there. So you might have to shoot me the link so I can have a look at it as well too. So welcome along. All right, well, let's get cracking for tonight. We do have an agenda for tonight, and I'll bring that up so that at least we know we have a roadmap for what's actually happening tonight. All right, so again, this is Business Owners Smashing It Online. For those that have just arrived, my name's Nick Cree. I'm your host for this evening. And it is a webinar series for business owners, entrepreneurs, and people thinking about getting into business to help you to with the online strategies, tools, and apps. Now, we do have an agenda tonight. I'm going to run through a handful of cool online tools that hopefully will help you in business, or will be helpful, or at the very best help you to spend a bit of time going down that rabbit hole to avoid doing some of those tasks you know you should be doing, and to procrastinate. Then we've got a presentation we have standing in the wings there. We've got Mark Anthony and Will Alvarez. They will be talking to us later on tonight, not too much later on, about the whole process on how to use reviews, and more than just getting reviews, what to actually do with them and how to monetize your reviews once you've actually got them. We have time for questions and answers. They do have a prize draw at the end, which is well worth sticking around for. We do have some rules with the prize draw in that you have to be here to draw it. So we get a special way of drawing this at the end of the evening. But you need to be in the room. If you're not in the room, then we just click the redraw button and it spins the wheel all over again. And then we'll close off, talk about the next event before we close off tonight as well too. All right, so before we do get cracking, I would love it if you check in on your social media platform of choice, whether that be LinkedIn, TikTok, Snapchat, Facebook, Instagram, whatever it is. Check in. There's two reasons why we check in. One is to spread the word a wee bit wider about this event here. There are people that didn't register that may be on their way home, cooking dinner or whatever. They'll get a notification coming up in their feed sometimes to let them know that, hey, we're on board. And for other people that are looking for something to help them in business, this may be just the thing for them as well too. So feel free to tag me in. If you're here with a friend, tag them in as well too. Or if you think of someone that should be here or would benefit from this, then let them know about it as well too. So I use Facebook a lot. So the way to check in on Facebook, all the platforms are different, but reasonably similar to Facebook. You just tap on what's on your mind. It brings up a menu from the bottom. One of those menu items is check in, and then you'll get a list of places there to check in. You may or may not see business owners smashing it online. If you don't see it, just search for it in the search bar at the top. It'll come up, tap on it, and then you can make a comment, tag me in, even add a photo of the screen, where you are, bird on your shoulder, on your head, wherever it is, and sort of share it on your social media. The other reason why we do it too is that as people are stalking you on social media, so often people, when they come along on social media, they find you, they may find your page, they may find a comment, a group. Often they'll come back to your profile and have a look at who you are. And some of the things they do is look at the books you read, the cafes you visit, the TV shows you watch, who you're married to, all that sort of stuff. But one of those things in the list are the events and professional development things that you attend. If they're looking for someone in business, then sometimes that can be just a little signal to say, hey, you're investing in yourself, and you're a professional as well too. All right, so once we've checked in, let's have a look and see what we've got next. So we've got our cool online tools for our next segment. All right, so I'll stop the screen here. I do have my browser up, so I will go and look for that screen. And I've got a range of tools to come and share with you. All right, that didn't work well. Can you see a screen that has got a purple bar along the top? Perfect. All right. I'm not as tech challenged as I think I am. All right, so the first one here is terms and conditions on your website. How many people have terms and conditions on your website? Perfect. Okay, some of us do. Privacy policy. What about the GDPR sort of page? Anyone got that? Anyone know what that is? Yeah, some of us here. So it's not an essential thing over here in Australia. It'll come, but certainly if you're doing business overseas or you're getting leads and inquiries overseas, it is important to have these policies in place. Now, you can go to a lawyer and get some drawn up, which is probably a good thing to do, or you can or you can copy and paste from someone else. That's sometimes not a great thing to do. They might cover some things, but they might not cover everything that you do. Or you can go to a site like this one here called termageddon.com. So this site here has a range of privacy policies, terms and conditions, GDPR. It is on subscription as well too. I'm going to allow all cookies here. And the reason why I'm showcasing this is that they have recently launched a version for Australia and New Zealand. So it used to, well, it is a US company. In fact, it's two guys, it's a couple there that run it. I've spoken with them before, and their whole business is these terms and conditions for your website. It's a subscription service. It's pretty cheap. And certainly a lot cheaper than a lawsuit. And it just means that you've got up-to-date terms and conditions, privacy policy, all that sort of thing. And you can choose what you need in your terms and conditions, privacy policy, GDPR, based on what ads you're running, what other services you're connected to, and they make sure that they've covered everything off. So we did feature Termageddon probably about 12 months or 18 months ago. And when I spoke to them last, they only had US policies, and they said they're bringing out an Australian one. They've just launched their Australian policies this week. So this would probably be the easiest way to get some of these terms and conditions and privacy policy up onto your site. And the pricing of it is pretty good as well too. So if you're a business owner, or you've got your own business site, you can order it. There you go. What is it? $10 a month or $99 a year for 4 policies. So privacy, terms and conditions, disclaimer, and EULA. Those two are just US. But that's a lot cheaper than a lawyer. So try getting a lawyer for $100 to produce these for you. And they're updated every year, and it's got a wizard in there for you to generate your own sort of terms and conditions as well too. So yeah, it's a boring sort of thing. Probably works with compliance and all of that end of things. But it is vital to have, and little known fact, it does help you with your SEO. So that's one of those little ticks that Google has in their sort of, what do they call it, checklist of, is this site here compliant with SEO best practice? One of those is that you've got terms and conditions and privacy policy on your site. So if you go to Google and just have a look at their what they call their best practice for SEO, you'll see that that's listed there. This ticks that box there. So it does give you a bit of a boost in that sort of area there. So that one there is called termageddon.com. Now these links we're going to put into chat. So you don't have to worry about spelling it correctly or writing it down. So chat, if you have a look at the bottom of your screen, there is a speech bubble icon. Click on that, that'll open up a chat box. At the bottom of the chat box are 3 little dots. If you click on that, you get the option to save that to your computer. So don't save it now, save it later on once we've got all of these links in here. All right, next one I've got is Surfer SEO. Anyone struggle for search terms to write on, or knowing, how to optimize your website for terms that people are actually searching for and writing something intelligent about it as well too, rather than just writing for the search engines? So Surfer SEO helps you with just that. Now, this is a paid service, but the part of it that I want to show you is the free part. And they have a Chrome extension, which I think is, where is it? There we are. It's under features. It has got Keyword Surfer. So if you click on that, that'll take you through to the Chrome extension. Now, and the way that that extension works is that when you do a search, so I've just done a search on needlework. I don't know why I've done a search on needlework, but I did. But you can see this box on the right-hand side, which says generate article outline and content, create free content editor. And then under that is Keyword Surfer. So what Keyword Surfer does is it has a look at, what's on this first page of Google search results. And it looks at the keywords that in these pages. So you can see embroidery, embroidery kits, embroidery kit, embroidery threads. But more than that, it gives you, the volume of people searching for that. So it's 27,000 people searching for that term embroidery. 5,400 for embroidery kits there. So what it helps you to do is when you're having a look at these, you can think, well, where are some opportunities to create some articles that are going to get some traffic and hopefully get you up onto page 1 of Google. So rather than going to, some of those big places like Moz and SEO, SEM Rush, where the subscription's around about $100 a month US to start. I mean, they're fantastic tools that do a great job and they're well worth the investment. But this is something that really gets you started if you've got a site like Ron has that he's just building at the moment and wants to get some traction and think about, well, what are some things, what are some keywords and key terms that I should be focusing on and concentrating on in my area. So, so you really just need to do a search. So let's just do a search on, say, marketing, which will just be an insane amount of search results coming up for that. Actually, let's go. Oh, there we go. And when we've got marketing, there we go. Keyword Surfer comes up, and then it generates the keywords that are opportunities that you can start to write about. I was just thinking at the moment, running a bit slow. But anyway, that's a good little tool there. If you go to surferseo.com, then go to features, scroll down to Keyword Surfer. That's where you get that Chrome extension. The other good thing about it too is you can also stalk your competitors. So you can put your competitors' websites in there and you can see the sorts of keywords that they're optimizing for. And you can see some of the gaps that are in there that maybe you can optimize for or write about that they're not actually targeting. All right, our next one is, this one's a bit of a fun one. So anyone have trouble doing things like bold text or italics text on your posts on, say, Facebook or Instagram, that sort of thing, just in native text? They don't have those same sort of tools that are available, in text documents, but there is a thing called Unicode out there. And Unicode, it looks like text, but they're actually small pictures. So they've got Unicode for letters of the alphabet. So if we wanted, for instance, say bold cursive text, so bold script, if I can grab it in the middle here, I'm going to highlight it. You probably can't see it that well, but you can see I've just highlighted, hopefully. This is bold text. See if I can make that a bit bigger. There we go. So this is bold, and it says this is bold script. Now this looks like they're letters, but each one of those characters is actually an image. So what you can do is you can come along. So if you want something that's going to stand out in your social media feed by having italics, bold, or text with circles around it. And there's a whole range of Unicode that you can use. You can write, you can use this, you can click on the link, and you can write your text, copy and paste it into your social media posts, and it will essentially what it's doing is pasting all these individual images in there, but it looks like text that people are reading. So it just gives you a fun way to stand out on your social media posts when they don't have things like italics and bold and underline and all of that sort of thing. So have a play with that. All you do is you click on the links that are beside it for the sort of text that you want, and then it gives you some options there to create your messages in that sort of text. So that there is called yaytext.com. All right, our next one is for those that want to create their own online magazine. This is not a magazine for other people. This is for you to read. So rather than searching for articles or remembering to go to your favorite sites to read the latest articles, this site called Feedspot.com curates content from all of your favorite sites. So you can categorize them as well too. So you can see here that I've got down the left-hand side, I've got marketing blogs. And so I've got a number of marketing blogs down there, like Search Engine Journal, Marketing Pilgrim, johnchow.com, Search Engine Watch, Optimizely blog. So, and so what Feedspot does is it brings in all of these articles that I am interested in reading, brings them into one central platform, and then you can scan through the headlines, click on them to read what you're interested in, and you can post them through to social media if you're wanting to share some of them as well. So this is really good if you're wanting to get ideas for writing content, so for blogging, or for social media posts, or really just to keep up with industry best practice and your own education. You can create an account at Feedspot, which is free, and you can then bring in a number of the posts that you follow, so that each day you just go to the one source and you've got all of the articles there that you're interested in reading and following. And when you click on the titles, they will just take you through to the blog post to read it. They have got a paid plan, but the basic plan is free. All right, very last one I've got for you tonight is from the Advanced Marketing Institute. So that's aminstitute.com, and it's the headline analyzer. So as any good marketer will tell you, is sales and marketing is all about emotion. And it's not, and it's backed up by logic. So generally headlines, which are the most important part of your web copy, particularly if you're creating landing pages, even blog posts or social media posts, to get a headline that people will click and are interested in reading more. So this headline analyzer, it analyzes the emotional value of your headline to see, and having a high emotional value means that it's more likely to engage people and interest them to click on whatever it is that you want them to read. So all you do is you enter your headline into this box at the top, and then you click submit. I'll just grab a random headline from somewhere out of off my computer here. All right, so then we click, there we go, it's analyzing. So what it tells us is you get a score here. And so this one says 45%, which in fact is pretty good. So having what they call emotional marketing value words in there. There are, so that's really what they're calling. They're looking for these emotional words. Having a score of 30 to 40% in your headlines. Well, most headlines have that. That's a fairly ordinary headline. So you really want to aim to get above that 30 to 40% mark. I did see one the other day where it was up around 80%. If you get 80%, that is legend status. That's sort of like a unicorn. So it's really hard to get something to that level there. But it's a good way to see whether you're on track with your headline, and then you can start to change it, manipulate it until you get a better score. They do group it into 3 groupings, and you can see that this one says that it's empathetic. So they have 3 groupings, which is empathetic, spiritual, and what's the other one? Let's see. Oh, I'll see if I go back, I'll be able to tell you. Here we go, intellectual, empathetic, and spiritual. So it's really, so does it really relate or sort of resonate with sort of, the intellect? Is it something that is sort of empathic, so, sort of more heartfelt and emotional, or is it spiritual, which sort of is really appealing to a deep emotional level? So all of those headlines are good. It just helps you to analyze it and let you know so where it is on the spectrum and whether you're on track with what you're wanting it to be. So that one there is aminstitute.com/headline. All right, so all of those links now are in chat. So that is our roundup of the cool online tools that we have for you today. So any standout ones that will take a bit of time for you tomorrow and sort of take you down that rabbit hole that, when you should be doing some work, but you're going to put it off so that you can explore some of these. It's far more interesting than going to do the dishes or tidying your room or, tidying your desk, that sort of thing. All right, so got to vote for Surfer SEO and AM Institute. Any others? Just drop it into chat. Which is the one that you think is going to really take you down that procrastination rabbit hole? Love them all. Awesome. Oh, well, you've got a busy day ahead of you tomorrow. So Surfer SEO. Hey, John, how are you going? Surfer SEO, AMI. Cool. Excellent. All right, so all of these tools, we'll post these up onto YouTube tomorrow, and you'll probably see them scattered around on LinkedIn and Facebook and whatever tomorrow as well, or through the week as well too. So any of those that you discover, if you find some things that you find really interesting, love you to post them on the Business Owners Smashing It Online Facebook page, just to let us know, if you discover something unique, interesting, got a question, whatever, happy to come back in there and answer them and explore as well too.